everybody, my name is Jen and we are going through a rise and shine practice this morning. All you're going to need is your mat, a drink, and a band, a strap, a leash, ribbon, something like that that you can use to stretch with. If you don't have something that's super near you, feel free, pause the video, come back when you're ready. But have it near you. Some people will even use a pair of leggings that they just grab one leg and grab the other leg and just make it work that way. So we can totally do that as well. So find your comfortable position. Have that strap near you. And if you want to prop to sit on, do so. We're going to spend 3 minutes here in our space getting ready mentally for class. So I really want you to focus on your breathing today. That's like the be all and end all today, your breath. So whatever you like to do, it is totally up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in through my nose. I'm going to have it travel all the way down. I'm going to have it bring my belly out. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to come back up and come out my mouth. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to literally spend 3 minutes straight here. So I have my clock right yonder. So we are going to start in 3, and 2, and 1, and go. More breaths. And then we're going to take our strap and we're going to lay down on the ground and we're going to put that strap on one of our hips. Let's just lay back. My strap's on my foot, but I'm just leaving it there for right now. I'm going to take the leg that does not have the strap on it and bring that knee in, and I'm just going to circle that hip. And circle that hip the other way. Bring that knee into the armpit, so bringing it more of a diagonal. And then bringing it back to center and bring that head up. Bring that nose up towards the knee. Release down and then just move around the ankle. And switch direction. And then drop that foot. Let's take that strap and let's lift that leg up towards the ceiling. So you can work it however is most comfortable for you. Just make sure that that's not on your toes, it's actually on your foot. And we're going to straighten that leg as much as it is going to straighten for us today. And I'm going to pull towards my face, but I'm also going to push that foot down towards the ground. So I'm pushing and pulling at the same time. And then I'm going to release. I'm going to bring that leg in a little bit more. I'm going to push and I'm going to pull at the same time. And then I'm going to release and bring that leg in a little bit more. I'm going to hold here. And then I'm going to open that leg out to the side. And I'm pulling up and in. So I'm really feeling a stretch in my hamstrings and the attachment point underneath my glutes, my hips. I'm going to bend that knee and I'm going to bring that leg back in towards the center. I'm going to straighten my other leg if it is bent and I'm going to bring that leg over the other side. I'm going to bend that knee, I'm going to come back through center. And I'm going to switch out my feet with the strap or the band or whatever I got going on. Once that's situated, I'm going to straighten that leg and just drop the band or the strap over to the other side. I'm going to take that other knee, hug it in. And I'm going to give some circles in my hip. And I'm going to go the other way. And I'm going to bring my nose up. And come down and bring that knee towards that armpit chest. Back to the center of that foot around a little bit. And then I'm going to drop that foot. Lift the other one up. Make sure my strap is where I want it. And we're going to push and pull. So let's pull one way and push the other way. And I will bring that foot in a little bit more. A little bit longer hold. Let's push and pull. And then bring that foot in a little bit more. Let's bring that leg out to the side. This should all feel good. It should not be painful in any way, shape, or form. And if you can just let go just that little bit more. sometimes you can almost feel your body just relaxing and releasing. All right, let's bend that knee. Come back through the center, straighten that other leg, and bring it across. All right, bend that knee. Let's remove that strap. Let's bring both knees in and bring that nose up, big ball. And grab behind the knees and let's rock. Rock as much as you want, whatever feels good for you today. I'm gonna go 2 more times. I'm gonna sit up. Alright, I'm gonna bring my feet underneath me, and if I want to put a prop underneath my hips, that's fine. Otherwise, I can stay right here. And I'm gonna have my band with me. Alright, so I'm going to take my band in front, but I'm just gonna kind of loop my hands around. Obviously, it's gonna depend on exactly what you have or what you can do, but this is kind of what I got going on right here. I'm going to lift my arms above. I'm just going to pull apart. So I'm kind of pushing and pulling like I was doing with my legs. I'm going to come back down in front and release. Come back up. And let's pull apart. Relaxing the shoulders. One more time. Come up. Pull apart. This time draw a little to one side. My arms are staying straight here. Reach the other. Do the first way. And second. Come back to the center and I'm going to drop it down. Now I'm going to do the same thing behind me. So I'm going to bring that band strap, whatever it is, behind me. I loop it around and I'm just going to pull apart behind. And release. Now these can be a little bit farther away, they can be a little closer, it all depends on what you have, so it's totally fine. But the baseline is the same, I'm still pulling apart. Coming up. Shake those shoulders out. And again, I'm pulling apart. And release. Let's just drop a shoulder. You can release the hands for a second. Drop the shoulder to the ear, and the ear to the shoulder. And switch it out. One more side, time to side one. And side two. Come back to the center. All right, we're gonna do almost a hamstring stretch. We already did that. We're gonna do a tricep stretch using the band so we can really try to reach. So I'm gonna bring this top arm over, and let's say this is my top arm, and it's over the front. I'm going to take that bottom arm and I'm going to try to let them touch. And if I can't touch, that's where the strap comes in. So I'm holding one side, I'm holding the other, and I'm trying to walk those fingertips together. So I want the band at my disposal. I'm going to hold on to one. I'm going to bend that arm. I have this other strap here. I'm going to walk the hand up the strap as close to touching as I can. They may touch, they may be miles away. That's okay, we're sitting up nice and tall. more breaths here. And release. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So switching, I have the band in one side. Bring that arm behind me and then take this other side, grabbing the band. Reaching up to see if I can touch on this side today. And let's release. Let's pop our bands, ribbons, whatever we have, off to the side. And then we're going to stand up. So if you want to grab some water, great time to do so. Standing on up, shaking it out, making any adjustments that we need to make. And coming to a nice mountain. Bring those arms up. Bend those knees. Make a little circle in front and come on up. Come back down, a little squat, come back up. 2 more like that. So down and up. And down and up. Release. Bring those hands, the palms are facing behind you. And we're going to lean forward, flat back, a little bend the knees. Come back up, 4 like that. Lean forward, flat back. And up. And forward. And up, 2 more. Flat back. And up. Flat back. And up. Beautiful. Take 1 foot in front, 1 foot in back. Both sets of toes are facing forward here. Hands on the hips. Those feet can be as far apart in width as you want them to be. And let's just lean forward. We're stretching right here. So there's these back heel can come up off the ground. And we're leaning forward. And we're spreading that weight equally amongst all the toes in that foot. We're holding it here a couple more seconds. Alright, let's switch it out. Same thing, other side. Make any adjustments you need to make. Lean forward, feel the stretch of the other leg, other thigh. May also feel in the ankle a little bit too. And if you lose your balance, no worries, just get it back. Alright, release. We're going to go back to side A again. So get into the position first. We're leaning forward, and then we're going to bring those arms down. Palms facing back. We're going to lean forward and back up. Do you feel a difference in the stretch based on where your upper body is? Ooh. And if you lose your balance, get it back. 2 more. You can just find a spot on the floor, the wall, and balance. Helps a lot. Alright, let's switch it out. Other side, get your balance first. Get your stance first. Get your stretch. And then add in the hands and a leaning forward. and release. Okay, we're gonna add on. So we're gonna go back to side A. We're gonna be in that stance. We're gonna be leaning forward, and this time our arms are gonna come out to the side and back, and then we're gonna come up. So down, arms forward, arms back, and up. So we're adding a little bit more balance to these exercises. And if you need to back off and go to a different variation we've already done, not a problem, do it, no worries. Okay. Find your body position, find that stretch. Then find the hands and lean forward. Come on. Like graceful little birds. Shake it out and switch sides. Position, stretch, hands, and then movement. More left. And then come up. Bring those feet in. Shake it out. Awesome work. I'm then going to roll forward on my foot and back on my foot. Roll forward on my foot and back. This is comfortable for me. If it is not comfortable for you, maybe there's a stretch that is comfortable for you. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to hold. So I'm really feeling a stretch on the top part of my foot, which really doesn't get stretched that often. And let's go to the other side. Back. Next one I'm going to hold. I notice that one side definitely feels different than the other side. One is definitely tighter. And release. Okay, let's do a little calf work. We haven't done that in a little while. So if you need to balance, please do so. First, we're going to point our toes out to the side and make a nice little OV. And if you need to hold on, hold on. Otherwise, your hands can be nice and pretty in front, or on your knees or shoulders or hands or toe, wherever you want it to be. And we're just going to go up and down. 10 is our magic number here. 3, 4, 5. We're in control all the way up and all the way down. 2 more. Now we're going to switch just to one foot. So come up and down. So we're making this nice and easy with this stabilizing leg. We're going to make it a little harder in a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Just worrying about the range of motion first, getting movement in that hip, getting movement in that ankle. 5, 4, 3. And I know what you know is coming up next. We're taking away that base of support. So let's come up. Pick a leg, come up on this leg, and well, let's come up on the other leg, so we work it regardless. But either way, come up and down. So we're staying up. Whole time on this side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Directly into the other side. Nice and tall. Sometimes I physically put my hands here so I can feel myself being up and tall, nice and tall. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, check it out. We're gonna come to a wider stance, and we're gonna do squats with those heels up. Activate the calf a little bit more. Almost done with the calves. All right, so first, we're gonna do 5 squats, just up and down, easy peasy. So, up and down, 2, 3, 5 is your number for here. 4, 5, all right, lift a heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch it out. 1, 2, 3, up nice and tall. 4, 5, one more time each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then both heels on the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Bring those feet a little wider. Bring those hands in the hips and just lean on in. Nice stretch right here. We can bring this foot a little bit farther so it's facing a little bit more that way towards them versus the diagonal. And put a hand on that thigh and bring an arm up and over. Nice full body stretch. Switch it out. First, we're leaning in. And now we can change the position of that foot so it's facing a little bit more towards that sidewall. And then we can bring that hand on top and bring that arm up and over. Bring those feet in. Let's bring those hands down beside us and bring those palms facing out. And let's lean forward and back. 4 more like that. 4. Nice hamstring stretch. 3. 2. 1. Come on up. Toes facing sidewall. Leaning on in. Bringing those hands out to the side into a warrior 2. Let's lean forward and kind of cartwheel those arms a little bit so they're facing straight up and straight down. And come on back up to warrior 2. And let's lean into that warrior 2 a little bit. Drop those arms. Straighten that leg. Let's switch it out. Other side. Let's lean in. Warrior 2 over here. And let's kind of cartwheel those arms down. Straight up, straight down. You want to be between two panes of glass here. And let's come up and lean into that warrior 2. And drop those arms. Come back and bring those feet so they're pointed in a little bit. And then the heels, and then the feet, and then the heels, and then the feet. So your hips are in line with your knees, and those are in line with your ankles. Bring those arms down. We're just gonna kind of do a little noodle stretch, noodle flip. And then once you pick one side, hold. And let's go back. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Other side, and hold. Back to the center. Roll the shoulders. Other way. Alright, let's face the front of our mat if you're not already there. Bring those arms up. Bend those knees. Bring those hands to the ground. Rest that chest on the thighs. Roll it up. Arms up. Lean it forward. Just on the thighs. And roll it up. One more time. Up. Lean forward, chest on the thighs. Really let the upper body relax and hang here. Put those hands on the ground. Bring one foot back. Bring this other foot back. And lower all the way to the ground. Bring your hands to the ground, palms down, and just look in one direction. Nice passive neck stretch. Bend those knees and let those knees drop to the opposite side. Nice, relaxed and stretchy. Back to the center. Oh, let those feet go. Let's turn and face the other way. Let's bend those knees and let those feet fall the other way. Back to the center. Let it drop. Alright, I want you to face the first direction again. So if I'm looking towards my left, I'm going to have my left knee come out. I want my right hip on the ground as usual. My left knee's just coming out to the side. Pass the stretch here. Alright, let's wiggle that hip. Bring that foot back in. Let's turn and face the other way. And bring that other knee in. can lift that head up, bring that leg back, come to a sphinx. So, stretching out that back. We haven't done any child's pose, so we're gonna go there next. Cooling our body down, preparing ourselves for the morning, for the afternoon, for the evening, whatever we got. You can do this 2 in the morning if you want. If you can't sleep, maybe a little yoga will help you out. And then release, and let's push yourselves back. We're gonna do a nice tucked in child's pose first, so those knees are tucked in together. And let's come into a ball, lift those shoulder blades open up. And then we're gonna pretend we're a little clock. So we're gonna bring our arms to about 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And then we're going to slowly start going 1 number at a time until those arms are at 12 o'clock. And if you want to give yourself a whole lot more numbers than 6, that's cool too. If you find a spot that you want to stay, you can flip your palms so they're facing down. It's going to be a lot more comfortable for you when you reach a certain point. And when you get to 12, we're going to just kind of soften ourselves. And let's walk those hands to about 1 o'clock. And let's walk those hands to about 11 o'clock. Back to the center, and we're going to roll up. Now we're going to do the same thing with our knees apart. So we're going to start in our little ball, and then we're going to bring those arms around. So your range of motion is going to be a little different because our base is a little different. So come down, let those arms relax, the shoulders relax. Make any adjustments that you need to make. And then we're going to slowly bring those hands and those arms from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. If you find a spot you want to hold, then you hold. Reach 12, become nice and soft. And then walk those hands to about 1 o'clock. And move those hands to about 11 o'clock. Come back to the center and then push yourself up. Bring those knees in. Let's do a little twist. And because we spent 3 minutes in our opening posture, we're going to spend 3 minutes in our closing posture and switch it out. Come back to the center and prep yourself for our Shavasana. We're all going to do this 3 minutes together, and then we're all going to come out of it together. Concentrating on your breathing just as much as you did at the start. fingers, wiggle those toes, and point those feet right up towards the ceiling. Wiggle those toes. So I'm going to bend one knee. I'm going to bend the other knee, and I'm just going to drop them to one side, hands on my hips. I'm going to turn and face the opposite direction. Back through center and switch out to the other side. Come back to the center. I'm going to give those knees a big squeeze. I'm going to bring that head up. Big squeeze. I'm going to release that head. I'm going to lean to one side. And I'm going to use that arm to push myself up. And I'm going to come to a cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall. I'm just going to lean forward. Flat back. Soft gaze. And I'm going to switch those legs. And I'm going to lean forward. Soft gaze. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to lean one way. And back. Lean the other way. And back one more time. One way, and back, and the other way, and back, and we are done. Thank you so much for stretching with me today, taking that time for yourself, that 45 minutes. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.